And welcome in here to Zaleski Sports for what should be a great matchup here for the first Newman Catholic matchup on Zaleski Sports this season. My name is Connor Philippi, and welcome here to Newman Catholic High School. This should be an interesting one here tonight, and you'll be hearing my voice for the majority of this Newman Catholic season. I am on the call for both girls and boys basketball for a slew of Newman Catholic games this season, and very excited to bring it to you. Take a look at both of these two teams, starting with the away Auburndale team, as these Eagles are 2-0 already to start out the season. They've had two impressive victories. They played Edgar and won that one 60-35 beatdown. And then they played a very good Allman Bancroft team. It was a close one, but they were able to stick that one out 51-43 in that matchup. Taking a look, turning the clock back to last season, as they were also very successful that year. And they ended up losing in the second round to Bondul in that season, but went 19-5 overall, finished 6-3. That got them third place in a very good Merriwood South Conference. And so they are looking to try and continue that momentum. And they are starting off with some very good momentum, starting off, like I said, 2-0. They're going up against this Newman Catholic team. They are looking to bounce back after what was kind of a tough year last year, winning just about 3 games, finishing 0-9 in this Merriwood South Conference. But always important to get these conference matchups under your belt early on in the season, trying to get a little bit of positive momentum as we head into the very important stretch of games that we have coming up. They're 1-2 so far this season, was able to pick up a victory 58-42 over Northland Lutheran. Their last game, of course, a tough loss to Columbus Catholic. And so as you take a look here early on at the Merriwood South standings, obviously very small sample size so far, but Auburndale, Marathon, and Stratford all undefeated within the conference so far at 1-0. They are all also undefeated overall, 2-0 for Auburndale and Marathon and 3-0 for Stratford, whereas Newman Catholic has lost their one and only conference matchup so far this season. And they sit at the bottom of Merriwood South, but we'll hand things over here to the PA just before we get this thing started.
Today's varsity basketball match features the visiting Eagles from Auburndale High School and your Newman Catholic Cardinals. Newman Catholic High School, Auburndale High School, Merriwood Conference, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based interscholastic events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. As is tradition at Newman Catholic High School, we ask those who are able to stand and join us in prayer. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Newman Catholic Band, led by J. Moons. This time I would like to introduce starting lineups. First, for the visiting Eagles from Auburndale. A senior guard, number 10, Kylie Anderson. A junior guard, number 11, Chesney Negel. A junior guard, number 14, Gracie Hassanol. A junior guard, number 24, Rose Hassanol. And a junior forward, number 42, Maya Katzenberger. The Eagles are coached by Josh Newman and assisted by Justin Roth, Brandon Roberson, and Chris Demerel. And now, make some noise, the starting lineup for your Newman Catholic Cardinals. A 5'6" senior guard, number 4, Addison Pence. A 5'9" forward sophomore, number 5, Claire Bodenheimer. A 5'6" senior guard, number 21, Mallory Roslodowski. A 5'6" senior guard, number 23, Brianna Schultz. And a 5'6" junior guard, number 30, Aubrey Penn. The Cardinals are coached by Katie Davis, assisted by Megan Wolf and Jody Evans.
And so without further ado, all that's left is to tip things off from Newman Catholic. Again, my name's Connor Philby. Thank you so much for tuning in to Zaleski Sports. And a reminder that today's starting lineups are presented by Rib Mountain Eye Care. The team at Rib Mountain Eye Care hopes you're enjoying the broadcast, but hey, if the players look a little blurry or your glasses are a constant bother, we can help. Call the vision experts at Rib Mountain Eye Care today. Don't miss a single moment of the next big game. Lord knows I need my contacts, so I took those out. I don't think I'd be able to see 2 feet in front of me, but ready or not, here we go. From Newman Catholic, starting up top, swinging it around, having an early look from 3, but taking their time here are the Eagles. Now a 3-point shot is up, and a drain there by Maya Katzenberger. And just as I was about to mention that she leads the team in scoring, there she goes, draining a 3 right away. She currently has a 44.4 3-point percentage throughout the course of the season so far. She leads the team with 18 points per game, and she was my player of the game that I interviewed when I called Almond Bancroft versus Auburndale on the 20th of November. So that's how I know how potent she can be, as well as, well, pretty much every other aspect of her game if you've watched so far this season, as Newman Catholic trying to break out of some pressure early on, as Aubrey Pent now has it. She drives in, trying to get some separation, now retreats back out to Addison Pent. And I'll do my best to differentiate between the two of those as the game goes on, as Bodenheimer now back out to Aubrey. And as Aubrey and Addison are the only two named Aubrey and Addison, maybe I'll go with first names instead of last names so it's not too confusing there. As Pent tries to drive in, that's Aubrey Pent, 3-pointer is up, and that one off the mark. Eventually rebounded and winds up to the outlet Nagel. As Gracie Hosnero, we have the same situation with multiple last names on the other side of the court, so I'll do my best to differentiate between Gracie and Rose. Back the other way, still 3-0, just about 2 minutes already gone in this one. With some good perimeter defense early on by these Eagles, as Bodenheimer looking for some separation. Claire and Lillian Bodenheimer both on the court as well. I'll do my best to differentiate between the two of those. Lillian is not on the court, but both on the same team, as one is a sophomore, one a senior, for this Newman Catholic team. Outlet to the outside, now finding Rose Hosnero, fakes the 3 for Anderson. Now back to the outside, back underneath, puts up the shot and one. Katzenberger early on with all 5 points so far in this game, and the opportunity for another 3-point play early on in the first. and it is good. And so 6 points now on 2 shots and a free throw, including by Katzenberger. And so up top here, under pressure, getting the outlet out to Aubrey. As Aubrey will lose it momentarily, it'll be an over and back because it was off of her, off the pressure, was not a tip. And so it will be Auburndale ball. Sending this one out to Gracie Hosnerl to start. Early on here, a lot of offense. Newman Catholic trying to get a spark of their own here. From the top of the key, Newman Catholic, and now driving in, and it's going to be an offensive foul. And there's going to be an illegal screen there. Looks like it was set by Aubrey Pent. And so that will be her first foul of the night. Rose Hosnerl up top, swings it around now to Anderson. Anderson back around to Rose Hosnerl. Now she'll drive in, and that one is another trip to the line. Rose Hosnerl will shoot 2 off of now all of a sudden the third foul of the half and the first of the game for Claire Bodenheimer. Rose Hosnerl in second place on this team in points scored, 8.5 points per game, and has a 28.6 shot percentage, or a three-pointer percentage, I should say. 58.3 field goal percentage, as that one is up and good. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. So 9-0 here, the first point now scored of the game that hasn't been off the hands of Katzenberger, as that one's stolen away right back the other way. And a nice feed into Nagel. That was a nice pass from Rose Hosnerl. And excuse me, those were not the first points on that last possession scored, because Nagel has 4 now. So make that 4 for her, 1 for Hosnerl, and 6 for Katzenberger, as another possession goes the Eagles' way. Now from the perimeter, swinging it back out, a long 2 is taken. That one rattles out, but the putback is good from Rose Hosnerl. And that is going to force an early timeout for this Auburndale, or excuse me, for this Newman Catholic team, as we will stay here for just a second here to talk about how the season has gone. And it's been a fun couple of weeks to start things off for girls basketball, boys basketball just recently starting up. As we take a look here at some of the other games going on throughout the state of Wisconsin, as we have 11 total games we have streaming at the same time here on Zaleski Sports this evening. Aquinas at Neelsville, boys basketball. That one's an early 13-3 lead for Aquinas. That's a good team there. Marathon versus Assumption just started, 4-0 there. Iowa Scandinavia and Amherst on the girls' side. Amherst up 2-0, so that one quite literally just started. Wauwatosa West at Waterford. Wauwatosa West up 22-11 early on in that one, about halfway through the first half. Xavier and Mosinee just starting with their starting lineups being announced, and 40-11 at halftime, Wapaka over Conto Falls. And so we'll continue to give you those updates as some of those games are just starting. Those updates will be a little more interesting later on in the night. We'll make sure to give you those updates here on Zaleski Sports. But back to action here from Newman Catholic as Kopke sends this one out to Pent. She tries to drive in, gets it to the outlet to France. And now swinging back around under a lot of pressure there. Double team, gets the outlet back out to Aubrey Pent. She drives in, puts it against the board. That one's not going to go. Rebounded by Hosnorl. Gracie Hosnorl now gets it over to Anderson. Underneath the basket now to Katzenberger. They'll take their time along the perimeter. Back out to Gracie Hosnorl. She puts up the shot. That one won't go, but the rebound there offensively by Kylie Anderson. Three-point shot now up, no good. Another rebound now, this time from Nagel. Three-pointer, Hosnorl, also no good. Three different opportunities to score for the Eagles. Can't get it to go. Eventually, it was Schultz that wound up with the rebounds. Trying to drive in there is Bodenheimer. That's Claire Bodenheimer. Now puts up the floater. That one was no good off the hand of Kopke. Struggling to put the ball in the net here early on as Katzenberger gave way to Gracie Hosnorl. She starts back out. Now over to Rose. Rose drives in, puts up the two, and that's good. Make that now 5 on the half so far for Hosnorl. Excuse me, Hosnorl. I feel like I keep putting more emphasis on the wrong word there. Force a habit as it's ripped away by Rose Hosnorl. Over to Anderson, and a good 1-2 punch there. Anderson puts in 2 points. 17-0 early on here from Wausau as this one is floated up. That one can't quite go. That just feels like at this point there's that cellophane on the rim or something, as they're putting up some good shots, some high percentage shots. Just can't quite get that roll, that touch on the ball as it's put up off the front of the rim. The putback also no good. Under pressure from 4 out of the 5 Newman Catholic players on the court, and still able to try and get a trickle outlet pass. And impressive play there for Rose Hosnorl to be able to get that ball out and force the jump ball. It's still Newman Catholic ball, but she had 4 Cardinal players going for that ball. Claire Bodenheimer taking it down. Double teams now getting it out. Puts up the mid-range jumper, and it's good. And it looks like that one, unfortunately, I'll have to take a look and see who that player is, because here on this roster, I do not have a 42. But number 42 scores 2. And now deep 2 from Nagel, and it's good. There's 2 players I've seen on the court for Newman Catholic. I've not seen their numbers on the roster. That's 42 and 33. So I'll do my best to try and get those 2, as this one's back the other way again for Auburndale. No good. The second chance, the third chance now is good from Breeley Grimm, who's now in the game. Trying to work off of the pick, still maneuvering through pressure. That's going to be the first foul of the game against Auburndale. And so it'll be an inbound here from Newman Catholic with just about exactly halfway through this first half. Lillian Bodenheimer now getting it out to that number 42. Again, working to try and find her name, as this was going to be a travel against Newman Catholic. And I'm looking to see here, I believe that might be Glonecki, if I'm correct about that. I do not see a number 52 on the bench, and if that's the case, then 52 is 42, and I will make that assumption right away here and say that it's Glonecki that got those 2 points earlier in the game. Taking this one out, swinging it around. Auburndale content to not try and go for unnecessary threes here. It's going to be a foul, looks like, against Marty Anderson, who recently came into the game. And that'll be an offensive foul, just a little bit too aggressive trying to get to that rebound. So that'll be the second foul of the game here for Auburndale. Be her first of the game for Anderson. And Marty and Kylie Anderson also double last names. You see that a lot here in central Wisconsin. A lot of these teams keeping it in the family. This is a drive in here by Glonecki. She'll get the outlet out to Addison Pent, excuse me, and that one will be out of bounds, but off on Eagles. Newman Catholic getting possession back. They're just trying to get a little bit of momentum in this one. Getting this one up top, driving in, an outlet pass for the long two, doesn't go. Kylie Anderson with a long pass over, and that sets up the layup for who else but Rose Hosnor. This has been her half. With 7 total points, she's gotten a few nice assists of her own, including a couple takeaways as well. And that's another takeaway, as it's going to end up with Nagel, who gets the outlet over to Hosnor. Nice pass into Kylie Anderson. That one falls. It's now 4 for Anderson so far on the night, as a jump ball is going to be called. It'll send things right back with the Eagles. 7:16 to go in the first half. It's been a quick moving first half here. As a substitution coming in, a couple different substitutions coming in for the Eagles. It looks like Gracie Hosnor is back into the game. Breely Grimm back in as well, as retreating back as Rose Hosnor. Swung around to Grimm, reversing all the way out over to Kylie Anderson. She fakes the three, drives in, passes a little high, and they can't quite get to it in time. That'll be one of the rare Auburndale Eagles turnovers so far of the game. Back with Newman Catholic. Aubrey Pent gets it around to Lillian Bodenheimer. She loses it for a second, but gets it back, but she got it back by traveling. Josh Nagel, the head coach of this Auburndale Eagles team. He has certainly helped his team put on an inspiring performance the last 2 games of the season. Great start to this third. Trying to go 3-0, and a nice spin and shoot from Katzenberger there. She is going toe-to-toe here with Rose Hosnor. Rose with 7 points on the game, 8 now for Maya Katzenberger. A 3-point shot is up, and that one just off the back of the rim, trying to poke this one up, ends up in the hands of a Cardinal. And that one is stolen away, ripped out of the hands of Newman Catholic. That was Anderson with the turnover, and then a foul the other way. It'll be 2 shots upcoming for Breely Grimm. Breely Grimm, a junior, one of the many juniors on this team. A total of 7 juniors for this Eagles team. Only 1 senior, that is Kylie Anderson, as that shot is up and good. Three different Cardinal players are in. And we'll see if we can do the same detective work that we did picking out Alexis Glonecki. See if we can do the same with number 33 that's on the court right now for Newman Catholic, as Glonecki Now gives way to Aubrey Pent. She can't get that one to go. And battling for that one will be another jump ball. This time Newman Catholic will get it back. So if we're looking at the point share, and out of the players that have scored, we're looking at 8-7, 6, 4-3. And that just shows so far this season how well this Auburndale Eagles team has spread these points around. Obviously, there are the one or two players that are the big impact players every game, but you never have to rely on any one player to get the job done for the Eagles, as that was a mistake there that'll send things back to the Cardinals. And that's going to be another Newman Catholic timeout, and this time we'll take a step aside and be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
And we welcome you back here to Zaleski Sports. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter, and it's one of those a little to a lot type games early on. Newman Catholic trying to right the ship here as Avery Kopke gave it back there to Glenecki. Swung around number 33, still doing detective work over there on who that is, as Aubrey Pent swings it back around. Up top to Glenecki. Now quick passes over to Kopke, excuse me. And on the third try, I'll get it right. Avery Kopke gets it in for 2. Three-point shot is up. That one won't quite go. And it's going to be rebounded there by Aubrey Pent. Up-tempo the other way. Trying to drive in. Good defense there. Forcing things out. Now out underneath the basket. Three-pointer back out. That one won't go. Rebounded again by Gracie Hosnerl. Kylie Anderson gets it in. Puts up the shot. That one winds up out of bounds, and it's going to go back with Newman Catholic. Not enough to warrant any kind of foul there. A couple more substitutions coming in here for both teams. Driving in here, can't get it to go. It's stolen away. Almost foul called there, but no, as Katzenberger swings it over to Kylie Anderson, puts up the 3. That one just bounces out, but a nice tip of the ball, I should say, by Katzenberger keeps it in play. Here's Kylie Anderson all the way out across. Up top to Gracie Hosnerl. Kylie Anderson. Now Katzenberger drives in, puts up the shot. That time it's going to draw a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be the second of the game for Brianna Schultz. And the 5th total foul for this Newman Catholic team. First shot was up and good, making it 30-4 here in this first half. Both free throws are good. Again, Katzenberger's been boasting, on top of all the other good shooting metrics this season, has been boasting a very good free throw percentage of over 80%. Put back, no good. Eventually trying to wrestle away, will end up with a jump ball. And this time it is Auburndale ball. Katie Gaich, the head coach of this Newman Catholic team, hoping to get some positive momentum throughout the course of this game. They went into this one knowing that they were going up against a tough opponent. As a travel will be called, this is a Newman Catholic team trying to get that upswing, as there will always be kind of seasons that don't quite go your way before you can really develop into that team you want to be in. Newman Catholic well on their way to righting the ship, as this one laid up no good. The putback, though, is good. Alexis Glenecki with another 2. Her and Kopke, have combined for all of the points so far here tonight. 3-pointers up by Kylie Anderson. That one bouncing off, but the putback attempt will draw the foul. Another nice rebound by Maya Katzenberger. Again, one of the many juniors for this Eagles team. So they might not have many seniors. In fact, only one, but they still do have plenty of seniority, so to speak, without any seniors. As this one is up and good. Lillian Bodenheimer and Addison France both came into the game, as on the Auburndale side, Breely Grimm back in, replacing Marty Anderson. That one up and good as well. 2 more free throws drained by Maya Katzenberger, trying to get that free throw percentage even higher. She's been perfect so far here tonight. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. 3-point shot is up, and that one finds its way in. Lillian Bodenheimer with a 3-point shot. Auburndale has the bonus. 3-point shot is up the other way, no good. And the battle for that ball, that rebound, eventually won by Addison France right off the bench. Aubrey Penn puts up the 3, and that one's good. All of a sudden, Newman Catholic doubles their points. And now they have a little bit of fire, a little bit of energy in them these last 1:30 of play in this first half. Sometimes all it takes is just getting a little bit of positive momentum, a little bit of juice, a little bit of energy. And now back the other way. William Bodenheimer trying to get it in, puts up the shot, no good, but the putback also no good, as Katzenberger gets the rebound. Gracie Hosnerl sensing a little bit of panic. Throws it away. That one won't go. Rebounded by Pent. That's Aubrey Pent. She maneuvers through a few different Eagles before a foul will be called. She draws it for the 3rd now of the half. That's going to be against Kylie Anderson. Putting up that deep 2. That one somehow rolls out. Another good shot that just didn't quite have the touch. And it looks like they are going to call a foul here against Newman Catholic, trying to get that ball back. And it's going to be a 1-and-1, as that was the 7th foul of the half. And so it looks like it's going to be Gracie Hosnerl. Or excuse me, that's going to be Kylie Anderson to the line. Because that is now all of a sudden the 3rd foul of the game for Brianna Schultz. And all of a sudden concern raises for her in foul trouble as she'll head to the bench. Puts up that shot, it goes. Second shot rattles in. So that's now 6 points for Kylie Anderson, joining Nagel with that 6-point total. Hosnerl still with 7, and a total of 12 now for Katzenberger. Be a throw in from the baseline for the Cardinals here. Will be thrown in by Glenecki. Puts that one in, puts up the quick shot, a little too quick there as it falls, and then eventually winds up in the hands of Nagel on a turnover. Quickly back the other way over to Gracie Hasenoro and puts it up. Can't quite get it to go. Almost single-handedly gets that offensive rebound back, but instead the Cardinals head back with it. Aubrey Pent. Outlet back out, three-pointer is up, and that one falls. Claire Bodenheimer with three, and the long one before the half doesn't go, and so Newman Catholic, a rough start, but finds their footing late in that second half, and they still do trail 35-15, but play some good basketball those last few minutes. And so we will head to a halftime break, but not before we remind you that this halftime break is brought to you by Rib Mountain Eye Care. And once again, we remind you that, hope you're enjoying the broadcast, but if the players are looking a little blurry or glasses are constant bother, seems like our camera lens is doing fine. It's probably your eyes, and we can help with that. Call the vision experts at Rib Mountain Eye Care today. Don't miss a single moment of the next big game. We'll be back in a few moments.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Well, we welcome you back here to Zaleski Sports and to Newman Catholic High School in Wausau, Wisconsin, as we get ready for the second half in just about 2 minutes here. And like we mentioned, it was kind of a nice end to the second half for Newman Catholic. They still do lead by, or trail by 20, I should say, but they had a vast majority of those points they scored in the last few minutes of play. They were able to nail a few threes. And those three-pointers coming from Claire Bodenheimer and Aubrey Pent and Lillian Bodenheimer. And so they were able to get a little bit of offensive mojo going at the end of that first half. They're trying to continue that momentum in this second against a good Auburndale team. But like we've talked about, this Auburndale team very well-rounded, so it's very difficult to hone in on any one thing that they do well. We talked about it and how I called Almond Bancroft versus Auburndale a couple weeks ago, and one of the main reasons why they were able to pull away in that game, because Maya Katzenberger was dominating things in the first half. They were able to stop her a little bit in the third quarter, and while she was kind of tied up, they were able to get all the other aspects of their game going, since she was being double teamed and she was kind of taking up all of the attention of the opposing team, and they were able to drain some threes. They were able to get a lot more open looks along the perimeter, and so it's just very difficult to stop this Auburndale team for those reasons. They always find another way to get after you, and they don't ever rely on any one player. We talked about that depth and that ball or that point share in that first half, but Newman Catholic trying to get a few more of those three-pointers in and just trying to play some disciplined basketball to start off this second half. As we take a look here at a few more looks in to the rest of Zaleski Sports. 41-26 at halftime. Aquinas leads that one. Marathon and Assumption actually tied up at 26 in a close one, as that is an interesting one. Assumption winning state last year and coming back with a fire. They're 3-1 on the season. Marathon 2-0, but both teams tied at 26 in a heavyweight matchup, and we'll continue to give you updates throughout the league as this game goes on. But starting off the second half, Newman Catholic ball. Aubrey Pent getting it over to Claire Bodenheimer. Quick passes along the perimeter now. To the outside, Pent getting it to Schultz. Schultz able to work it for 3 points, and it's good from Addison Pent. Another three-point shot is drained by the Cardinals. And all four I should say now, have been drained by different players, as that one is up, doesn't go. More momentum building to start off this second half for Newman Catholic. Drive in, getting it back out to Aubrey Pent. Out wide again to Addison. Swung around to Aubrey. Into the corner now. Still quick passing, three-pointer is up, and that one's drained. And that is Mallory Rozwadowski, and thankfully we're finally able to get the number on that player, as she is listed as number 21 on the roster, but she was announced in the starting lineup, so I don't know how I could have missed that number change, but all's well that ends well. She gets the three-pointer, and I get to say her name for the first time tonight. And now Newman Catholic with the ball once again, now down only 14. All the way to the outside, getting a little bit of pressure alleviated. Three-pointers up. That one doesn't go off of Claire Bodenheimer. Auburndale Eagles reeling a little bit here, trying to get some momentum back. They'll take their time along the perimeter. Kylie Anderson gets it into Katzenberger, trying to get some space. They have it now with Rose, and she can't get it off the front of the rim. Rebounded, though, by Nagel. Back out again to Rose. Now she gets it to Nagel. Trying to wrestle away. Able to get it without the jump ball is Aubrey Pent. To the outside now to Schultz. Outside, another three-pointer, and it's drained by Rozwadowski. 6 straight points from Rozwadowski, and it's an 11-point game just like that. 15:39 to go in the second. We'll step away real quickly here and be right back on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff, because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Welcome back here to Zaleski Sports. Connor Filthy with you in the second half of this one, 35-24. It was a 20-point lead about 4.5 minutes ago, actually 2.5 minutes ago. And there were points in this game where it was a 24-25 point lead. for Auburndale. They find it diminishing to 11 as that one will roll in. They'll open up a little bit of breathing room back to 13. That was Gracie Hasenorl with that shot. Her first 2 of the game as that one goes up and the foul called. 2 shots upcoming for Newman Catholic. First foul of the half for either team. And it's going to be Kylie Anderson, her second of the game. Auburndale very disciplined in the first half. I believe only allowing 4 fouls, or committing 4 fouls that whole half. Lillian Pent will head out of the game. Lillian Bodenheimer taking her place. That one bouncing out. The putback also doesn't go. And Katzenberger got the rebound. Heading back still with that 13-point lead are the Eagles as Rose Hasenorl getting it out to Anderson. Up top to Katzenberger. She retreats over to Gracie Hasenorl. Now out wide to Hasenorl again. Out into the corner. Gracie puts up the shot and drains it. Just like that, Gracie with 5 points in a row for the Eagles. As the Hasenorls are taking over this game, it was Rose in the first half. Now in the second, it's been Gracie. And that lead grows again to about 16. These Eagles did not want that smack in the face that they got with those 10 straight points to last too long, as faking that one, getting it over to Kylie Anderson. Now back around to Gracie Hasenorl. Now under the basket to Katzenberger. She's getting triple teamed, just creating so much space outside. And Gracie Hasenorl now driving in, finding it to Katzenberger. Now 3-pointer for Kylie Anderson off the back of the rim. Another 3-pointer now, and that one also bouncing out. Trying to get that rebound is Nagel. It'll force a jump ball, and that's going to stay with Auburndale for now. 13:50 to go now, as Anderson will prepare to throw it in. Kylie Anderson, that is. Getting this one out to Rose Hasenorl. Swung it around. Nagel into the corner now to Kylie Anderson. That one also bouncing out, but another rebound now by the Eagles. 4 straight chances here on this side of the court. Rose finds Katzenberger. Kylie Anderson this time decides not to go for the 3. And they are working with that tight zone formation, kind of allowing for some space. And just like I say, Rose Hasenorl takes advantage of that space and gets her first 3 of the game. That's going to be a total of 13 points now on the game for Rose. Up top, faking it, driving in is Roz Wadowski. Up top now for 3, won't go from Bodenheimer. Under 13 now to go as Gracie Hasenorl finds Rose. Up top, swinging it around. 3-pointer from Kylie Anderson. That one doesn't fall. Rebounded by Claire Bodenheimer. Aubrey Pent on the outside to Schultz. Schultz gets it stripped away. Good hustle by Lillian Bodenheimer to try and get to that one. And looks like both players are up and okay. Multiple substitutions coming in for Newman Catholic, as that is going to be the first foul of the game for Gracie Hasenorl and the second of the half for the Eagles. Grimm comes back in for the Eagles. Underneath there is Glenecki, who recently came back in. Battle for it. France, who also recently came back in, forces the jump ball, and this time it's Cardinal ball. Both Bodenheimers. France Glenecki all in, as well as Avery Kopke. Those are the 5 for Newman Catholic after that mass substitution as that one goes up, doesn't fall. Rebound though by Lillian Bodenheimer. Long 2 now up off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Gracie Hasenorl. Quickly down the other way is Rose. She puts up the 2 and gets the and 1. And that was a great feed, sets up the layup and strong to the basket. These Auburndale Eagles drawing those fouls about as good as anyone. Doesn't quite get the 3-point play, but the rebound offensively and up top, swinging it around. Nagel all the way back out across to Gracie underneath the basket, just able to get the outlet pass. 3-pointer now up, off the backboard, no good. Battle for it now on the ground, multiple players on both sides, and it's a jump ball. Another throwing up coming. This time it's going to be Rose to toss it in. That one up off the side of the rim, no good. And apologies, Rose Hasenorl now has 13 points on the game. I had said she had 13 before, but now it is 13 as another foul is going to be called here. And it's going to be a trip to the line for Katzenberger. That is going to be the second foul for Glenecki, as that one will find its way in. Second foul of the half for Newman Catholic, so now it's 2 apiece for either team. That one bounces just out. And the ball's going to go right back here with the Eagles as they force Newman Catholic to lose it out of bounds off that rebound. Into the corner here to Rose. Swung back to the other side of the court. Playing keep away a little bit to start off this possession. 11 minutes to go in the game. Getting a little bit of space once again. Swung around. Rose all the way over to Gracie. She puts up a shot and it's good, and that's great vision to see that shot. And that is the textbook definition of a high percentage shot. You're driving in, you've got a mid-range shot, not any immediate defender. As long as you have some good touch on it, that's going to be a travel just like that. 24 points once again is the lead for Auburndale. Aubrey Pent coming in, as well as Marty Anderson for the Eagles. On the outside here, 3-pointer up for Rose and no good. Out of bounds, going to be a push called. And it'll send things back now with Newman Catholic. Third foul of the half for Auburndale. First of the game for Nagel. Brianna Schultz coming in. And Mallory Razwadowski also coming back in for the Cardinals. Pent. And now faking the 3 is Schultz. Swinging it around again to Pent. Back out to Razwadowski. Into the corner now. Trying to evade Nagel. Under a lot of pressure, almost forcing the turnover, and now they will. It's an over and back. Nothing was tipped. And Eagle ball. Another update for you, last minute, or excuse me, not the last minute of the half, the end of the halftime break. It's tied, or not tied, 28-26 actually in favor of Marathon. That's a good game brewing on Zaleski Sports. 3-point shot is up, that one off the mark. but rebounded by Breely Grimm into the corner. Swung out to Gracie. Around to Nagel. Gets that one poked away, but keeps possession. Defended well by Aubrey Pent. Getting it all the way out across. Faking the three, driving in. Now back beyond the arc. Three-pointer from the corner. That one too far. And the last second tap by the Cardinals keeps it with the Eagles. It's been a very quick one so far. The game hasn't even elapsed an hour of total time since it started at 7:15, and already only 9 minutes left in this game. Driving in, outlet, back out long. Two is up and bouncing just out. As that one will end up Newman Catholic's way. Madeline Jankowski in the game now for the Cardinals. That one gets poked away. Eventually winds up with the Eagles. Quick pass out and the layup rolls just out. The putback and the foul as Marty Anderson will now go to the line. Third foul a half now for Newman Catholic. That one's going to be against Kopke, it looks like. Excuse me, that's now going to be changed to Rozwadowski for her first. Puts up the floater, that one rolls in. And so 1 for 2 on the line there for Anderson. Quick three-point shot is up, that one off. It'll roll off of an Eagle. Has another sub coming in here. It's going to be a return for Kylie Anderson. She'll tag out Nagel. Nagel's going to go to the bench with 6 points so far in this game. But a lot of what she does is on the defensive side of the ball and underneath the basket with those rebounds. Glenecki out around to Rozwadowski. Underneath the basket, good movement there and a good feed over to Schultz for 2. Schultz picks up her first points of the night. 8 minutes to go here from Newman Catholic. To the outside to Kylie Anderson now. A quick pass all the way back around to Rose. Auburndale in no rush to shoot this ball. Faking that three, now outlet back out. Nice feed, nice vision. That one bouncing out, rebounded by Newman Catholic. Steps back for three, rolling out. Rebounded though, put up the second chance shot. Third chance shot, gets the foul and one. And looks like there was a violation there on the shot. Wouldn't have gone anyway, but an easier rebound here by the Eagles as they'll head back now, still up 21. Another reminder that that halftime break was brought to you by Rib Mountain Eye Care. And again, if you're having any trouble seeing the broadcast, make sure you stop by Rib Mountain Eye Care. They'll get you taken care of with all their vision experts there. Foul is going to be called here against Newman Catholic. And that's going to be against Glenecki, her third of the game at this point. 3 fouls with 7 minutes to go. Usually not any cause for concern in terms of subbing her out, so she will most likely stay on the court. Aubrey Pent faking this one, driving in. Nice touch on that one for two. Not an easy shot to make. And that can be such a cheat code when you can do that consistently. You can't quite get that strong move to the basket. If you can fade away for that nice touch off the glass for two, that makes it very difficult to defend against. That shot won't go. Point leader so far here tonight is Katzenberger. And she's got 13 points, actually tied up here with Rose Hasenorl. She also has 13. 7 for Gracie, 6 for Kylie Anderson and Chesney Nagel, and 3 for Breely Grimm. Those are your point scorers here so far tonight for Auburndale, as this will be foul called against Newman Catholic for their 5th of the half, trying to get that ball wrestled back. That'll be her 4th now for Glenecki. So she is going to head out of the game as Claire Bodenheimer will come back in, and Aisha Tanamu coming in for the first time here tonight. Tanamu, a sophomore, number 13 for this Cardinal team. Kylie Anderson out to Gracie. Now up top to Katzenberger, quick feeds. Puts up the long two, won't go. Eventually rebounded there by Jankowski. Aubrey Pence breaks some ankles, and then the foul. Looks like they're actually going to call that against a Cardinal player. And it looks like that was not a legal broken ankle play there, as it looks like she got that hook around, and so it'll go back with the Eagles. And so my apologies to that player that went to the ground. Didn't mean to falsely accuse you of getting your ankle snapped. 5:25 and counting remaining in this game. Newman Catholic searching for some positivity, always looking to get better no matter what the score is, as this one will go back with Auburndale. They put up a good fight in this game. So it was looking like it was going to be an absolute blowout in the first few minutes of this one. 29-4 at one point. And then Newman Catholic really showed some fight, showed some resolve, nailed some threes, got within 11 at one point in the second half against a very good Auburndale team. So props to them for that, as Kylie Anderson can't resist putting up the three. It doesn't go, but the putback also no good, rebounded there by Claire Bodenheimer. Putting up the long two there, rebounded by Katzenberger. Nagel taking it back, swings it. And a foul will be called here against the Cardinals, as that's going to be their 7th, it looks like, and it'll be a 1-and-1. That's going to be the 3rd now for Claire Bodenheimer on the game. That one rattles in. Sub coming in here for the Cardinals. Addison France coming in as Brianna Schultz will take a break. Olivia Wolf coming in. She's a junior for this Eagle team. And so high fives for Gracie Hasenorl. She played a great game here tonight, as Claire Bodenheimer will rebound that one. So 1 of 2 from the line. Seems like a pretty consistent theme for both teams here tonight, other than I should say Katzenberger, who once again has been very consistently nailing those free throws. And here is Katzenberger putting up the shot. That one won't go. Both teams kind of going cold a little bit here offensively the last few minutes. Three-point shot is up. Bouncing off the rim. Rebounded there by Nagel. Quickly back the other way. Grimm can't get it to go. Eventually rebounded here. Back out. And Katzenberger is able to retain possession off of a little bit of a missed throw. Auburndale certainly taking their time at this point, trying to salt away this victory. So close to improving to 3-0 on the season, as this one's ripped away by Newman Catholic. As that is going to be a travel, looks like, called against Newman Catholic. With under 3 now to go. To the outside here. And a foul will be called here against Newman Catholic, so that'll be another 1-and-1 upcoming. One and one is missed. And stolen away here for the moment, but still ending up in the hands of a Cardinal. Good effort there by Kylie Anderson, but Cardinals get the ball back still. Aubrey Pence sending this one out to Claire Bodenheimer, puts up the shot. Can't quite get that touch off the glass. Katzenberger double teamed. And that one will be in the hands there of Tanamu. And that's going to be a travel for Newman Catholic, as multiple substitutions now upcoming for the Cardinals. It's going to be Lillian Bodenheimer, Addison Pent, and it's going to be Avery Kupke. Alana Cherney will come into the game for Auburndale, as well as Nayla Rose Sievers and Abigail Schmidt. Sievers a sophomore, Schmidt and Cherney are freshmen for this Eagles team, getting some playing time in here at the end of the game. Last 2 minutes to go. Swinging this one around to Wolf, now out to the corner. Quick passes along the perimeter. Three-pointer is up and no good. Going hard to the floor, and a foul is going to be called against Newman Catholic. And so shooting 1-and-1 here will be Rose Sievers. And that'll head right back Newman Catholic's way. Or excuse me, the turnover on Newman Catholic will head things back here with the Eagles. Three-point shot is up here on the other side, no good. Under pressure in the corner, just able to get the pass off before her foot goes out of bounds. Long two is up, that one bouncing out. And the last minute of play here, foul will be called And it'll go back Newman Catholic's way. Newman Catholic will fall to 1-3 here tonight. So their next matchup is going to be against an 0-2 Abbotsford team. They'll try and get on the right track. That'll be at 5:30 on the 5th. That'll be an away game at Abbotsford. Back the other way, put back shot is up and good from Olivia Wolf. As for the Auburndale Eagles, they'll improve to 3-0 on the season, will stay undefeated, and they'll play Phillips, who went into tonight 0-1. They're one of the teams playing here tonight, and so we'll see how they do. But that's also going to be a game on the 5th at 5:30 in an away game. That will be another conference game, as still on the floor is a Newman Catholic player. That's going to be Lillian Bodenheimer, and she now gets up and looks like she's okay. And it looks like she's still going to head to the court. A little bit gingerly, but thankfully able to get up under her own power, and Pent will come in for her. So last 19 seconds here. Trying to get that outlet pass in to clear Bodenheimer. She puts up the 2 and gets the and 1. Not over yet. And she'll go to the line trying to complete the 3-point play. And that shot is up. It's going to be rebounded here by Abigail Schmidt. Last 10 seconds tick away. And so that is going to do it. Auburndale improves to 3-0 as they take this victory 52-32. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects...
And welcome back here to Newman Catholic High School, as it was a 30-point victory here for now the 3-0 Auburndale Eagles. I'm, of course, here with Coach Nagel and Rose Hasnorel. I've been doing that all season so far, trying to get that right, but we'll start off with you first, Coach. Momentum was a big part of this game. You know, it was one of those games where it swung a little bit. Newman Catholic nailed a few threes. What is so important about getting momentum, and what does this team do in order to accomplish that momentum?
Well, I think our momentum comes from our man-to-man defense. That's what sets the tone. And, you know, we started off really well. We hit our first 3 of the game, and then I don't know if we hit more than 2 after that the rest of the game. But give Newman credit. they came out and stuck to their game plan and drilled some threes right before half to make the momentum swing in their favor going into halftime. And, they kept us out of rhythm the second half. They really battled, and, we've got some things to work on, but it's hard to be upset with a 20-point win.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Coach. I'll hand things over here to you, Rose, and I want you to talk a little bit about what it means to be well-rounded, because you did pretty much a little bit of everything in this game. You were able to get some steals, some nice outlet passes, and were able to get some nice shots of your own. Talk about how important it is to have multiple aspects of your game to be able to lean back on.
I try to give 100% on every single thing that I do. And I would say that not just I'm well-rounded, but all of my teammates are. Like, we have something of everything to give. Like, we have great posts, great outside shooters. I feel like we all have that same hustle. So, yeah, and honestly, if my teammates got the ball and rebound, I just want to run. So, yeah.
Well, perfect. Thank you very much, and I'm sure you know what to do.
I'm Rose Hasenorl, and I'm in the house.